Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are making good progress on our land grab. We've blocked off, well, I don't know that we've fully blocked these off. They could still theoretically grab these. They'd be fairly expensive, but it's a possibility, I suppose. But we've blocked off quite a lot, so they're not going to be able to expand into our space over this way, which is good. And now we're working on exploring this region up here. And I did have, at the very end of the last episode, a research pop-up. However, or rather a survey pop-up. However, it was a kind of long one, so I decided to not do it. It was this one here. 197 days. We'll come back to that. However, that's an archaeological site pending. Continued excavations near the hunting lodge have provided more details. Canopus Prime, and the Valley of Macvale specifically, served as a hunting reserve for the ruling warrior class of an interstellar polity known as the Retrorax domain. The Retrorax, a predatory alien species, periodically collected random individuals from the many subjugated alien civilizations under their rule. These aliens were then hunted down and killed in the wilderness of Macvale, according to the rituals that governed Retrorax society. This tradition lasted several centuries until the domain eventually succumbed to an undefined outside threat. Well, that's interesting. We do have a building available to build on Canopus Prime, so we're going to go ahead and build a Chamber of Evolution there. Wonderful. Now, we're going to probably start putting some pops from Azure Chalice over to Thridma Prime. We're definitely going to need more civilian industries anyway. That said, we're currently lacking in energy credits, as well as food and consumer goods. None of those are too big of a deficit, though, so we should be in a reasonable state. We're up to 63 influence right now. And we're working on these mining stations over here, and then we're going to go to Gerard. That is 100% our next priority. That will, of course, seal off Akinar for us. And then from there, we're definitely going to push to Ebenar. The question is, what's down this way? And it looks like not a whole lot so far. But the GCS Broken Core has picked up a strange energy signature coming from somewhere deep inside the atmosphere of Elthir B1. It appears to originate from a structure of some kind, possibly the remains of an old orbital station, but the atmospheric pressure makes it impossible to approach. Nevertheless, scans of the unique signature have yielded a large amount of valuable physics data. And indeed it has. That is, well, 2 months worth. It's okay, I guess. We'll take it. Okay, this is an anomaly here, and we'll go ahead and research that one. That's 118 days. That's fine. More spaceborne amoeba hunters. Okay. How close are we? Okay, we're actually here right now. Let's go ahead and get these ships upgraded. And we'll also do a little bit of reinforcement here, but I want to keep a few alloys around. So that's good. We are going to have to come back out here and kill some more space amoebas. But once this upgrade is finished, we should hopefully also be repaired. That'll be good. We're going to run out of consumer goods in a year. That's fine. We are working on that, so that will be absolutely fine. We're also working on Runum 2B. Excellent. This construction ship could be told to do some constructionation here, but we're lacking some alloys for that. That's also fine. Let's see, we actually don't have orders here for a starbase. We will wait 1 month here. That's fine. 42 years and 3 days. A closer scan of the debris field around Elthir B has led to the discovery of an airtight capsule containing an atomic clock that measures time with unparalleled precision. It has a frequency uncertainty so low that it will be another 879 million years before it gains a single second, and it is counting down to a date 42 years and 3 days away. The capsule holds no clues as to what this date signifies, or who the owners are. but it seems as though someone out there has lost track of the time. We can merely keep an eye on it, 250 engineering research, or we can destroy it for 250 engineering research. We'll keep an eye on it. I can never remember what that ends up being because it's so far out, but we'll know in 2287. Excellent. Is that some necrophages? Yes, it is. And that's also some completed repairs on this ship. Excellent. Let's go ahead and, I think, cancel the remnants of this upgrade. And let's just bring them on out over this way. Because we need to clear out these space amoeba hunters ASAP. So there's more necrophages happening, and this anomaly is being researched. That's an impact crater. That is completely fine. This construction ship is not doing anything. This construction ship is the more important one. So we'll get that there. We're really not currently alloy bound. We're mostly influence bound right now. So this is fine. This construction ship can just chill here for the moment. We have to find out what our borders are going to end up looking like over here to figure out where our most efficient constructions will be. And for now, we're just going to grab these two systems as our top priority. Society research from researchers, that is nice, plus 20%. We also found an FTL impact, a massive crater on Brilliser? I'm going to go with Brilliser, 1A, appears to be the result of a collision with a starship. From the size of the crater, we suspect that a ship exiting a hyperlane at maximum velocity rammed the moon, for reasons unknown, roughly 10,000 years ago. The GCS cracked misfortune has picked up residual subspace echoes near the crash site, reminiscent of a collapsed hyperparticulate field. But as the ship itself disintegrated on impact, the theory cannot be verified. Remarkable. Let's go for gene clinics. Medical worker jobs gives amenities and pop growth. That'll be a pretty important thing to have. Excellent. Anything else over here that we need to take care of? We're going to have to make a sector, and we may want to just go ahead and create one over here.
A study has been completed.
Okay, and then Belgium is still in its own sector. Okay, so we've got a Canopus Prime sector, we've got a Belgium Prime sector. That'll be fine. We could recruit a few leaders for that. Let's go into our leaders section here. We could recruit 2 governors. Okay, cost and upkeep. And simply lifespan? We can do that. Okay, let's hop into our sectors view here, and we'll assign in these governors. Now, we don't have these sectors automated, and I'm not going to for now. Defense platform hull points is good to grab. Let's go ahead and grab exotic gas refineries next. Excellent. And we also got this archaeological site pending. Archaeologists excavating the Hunting Lodge have stumbled upon several references to a legendary Redarax warrior known only as the Huntress. She was apparently their most efficient killer, renowned throughout the domain for having personally butchered thousands of aliens at Makvale. It's unclear whether this is based on fact or fiction, but according to Redarax legend, the Huntress was killed somewhere inside the valley when she was outwitted by the alien prey she was pursuing. She was supposedly wielding the fabled Blade of the Huntress at the time. Curious. Let's look for it. Okay, this construction ship has a little bit of time. We'll build mining and research stations here, and then we'll head to Ebenar. Excellent. Where are our military ships at? They're currently here. Okay. We're definitely going to have to figure out some... and this is a gateway here. We're going to have to figure out some starbase locations. But we really don't have the alloys right now for that. We will come back to that once we do have the alloys. And once again, it does bear noting that we are on the AI Improvements beta branch, which just saw a patch today, actually. As of the day that this video goes live, there was a patch that came out. And I'm not entirely sure what it does. It's some bug fixes. It's not anything major. But yeah, we are on that beta branch, so things could theoretically get interesting. We'll go ahead and buy in a few more consumer goods.
An unusual phenomenon.
We briefly detected some unusual energy readings emanating from this moon. Might have been a glitch in our systems, or it could be a sign of something more. Well, we'll research that. Excellent.
A study has been completed.
Now we could theoretically get away with building this starbase right now. And I'm gonna do it. We're still quite a ways away from having this all built up, and we don't know about anyone over here that is causing us to be in a rush. Now, we don't know that they're not there, either. However, all these space amoebas kind of indicate to me that they're likely not. Yet, anyway. A microsingularity recently intersected Brilliser 2A, passing straight through the core and emerging on the other side of the moon. The encounter does not seem to have caused any permanent damage, but it has altered the energy output of the planetary core slightly in a way that defies our current scientific models. Further study may be warranted. Okay, plus 3 physics research there. Nice, we do have physics research available, and we're going to grab mote harvesting traps. The sooner we grab these volatile motes, the better off we'll be. Excellent. We have more pops necrophaging. That's always nice to see. I want to check in on our sectors over here. Yeah, that's all okay. Is there anywhere else that we could theoretically settle? Yes, there is, Gothra. We're a little short on alloys to make it happen.
Construction venture.
And yes, I know that you're yelling about this right now. I'm not too concerned about it. Okay. The only reason we're short on alloys is because we're fighting the Space Amoeba Hunters, but I'm not in a rush on the alloys. We are going to have an alloys world over here on Belgium Prime, so that'll be fine. We should probably consider... Well, we still have 2 jobs available here, actually. We have 1 job available here, so that's fine. How long until that grows? Oh, that's a very long time yet. Over here we have 3 jobs available, 2 jobs available, 1 job available. Okay, we're doing fine. We have anomalies popping up like mad. There's a significant amount of debris in orbit around this gas giant. Most of it appears to come from long-lost starships of various configurations. We'll research that one. The asteroid TFL-TS8 is emitting some form of radiation in controlled bursts. Is someone, something, trying to communicate with us? We'll check. Okay, and we also finished this up. Our archaeologists have stumbled upon an ill-fated previous expedition on Canopus Prime that perished long ago. Several minor artifacts were recovered from their desiccated remains. Okay, well, we'll continue that. Not much new information there, though. Okay, we've finished here. We'll move to Ebenar. Excellent. Now, how many alloys is it to build a colony ship? I can never remember. 200. Right. This is irrelevant up here to us right now. The strong gravity well of Brilliser 6, actually. I was going to say 4, but that is definitely 6, has pulled in a massive amount of space debris which has formed a dense layer around parts of the gas giant. Most of it appears to be wreckage from a series of space battles fought in the system several millennia ago. Scavengers have already scoured the debris of valuable technologies and artifacts, but a mining station should be able to recycle the metal. Okay, fair enough. So economically, our saving grace right now is definitely our mineral gains. We have a lot of that. The GCS Ghosts Within Ghosts survey, that's quite a ship name, Ghosts Within Ghosts, of the asteroid is temporarily halted as a probe is caught by an errant gravitational anomaly. The probe manages to transmit some data before it is brutally crushed by the extreme forces. Forces that completely dissipate soon after. Well, at least no one got hurt. We do have a building slot available on our capital. We could go for a temporary civilian industry to offset this. And then we can convert it over to an administrative office a little bit later. How many consumer goods, or rather, how many admin cap does this actually make us? From pop jobs, 40. Does this give bureaucrat jobs? Administrator jobs. Producing Unity and amenities. Okay. So if it's 40, then it must be 10 admin cap per job. Got it. So for right now, we're going to build a civilian industry. Just to get that a little bit more under control. We will almost certainly convert it over a little bit later on. These guys are just chilling here. Okay. I like it. Our military will be getting there soon enough.
Construction venture completed.
Okay, are we ready to build this yet? No, we are not. That's fine. That, of course, means that we're also not ready to build this over here. The asteroid TE9QW1 is emitting some form of radiation in controlled bursts. Yeah, we already saw this one. We'll go ahead and research it, though. We are currently lacking a little bit of food, so we could definitely use an agriculture world. This is an arid world. That would not be good for agriculture. So Belgium Prime is up here. Runum, we already decided, is going to be an industrial world. As a tundra world. That's fair enough. This is a mining/industry world. Yeah, I think that that's true. I am going to go ahead and designate this not as an industrial world, rather as a mine world. Okay. That anomaly we've already dealt with. Wonderful. Cell cells. TE9QW1 is partially hollow. Within its interior spaces sprawls a dense honeycomb structure crafted of some unknown alloy, housing containers of alien genetic material. By all appearances, this is an archive of life, the genetic record of some earlier civilization come and gone. Most of the DNA is hopelessly degraded, but there is still much to learn here. That is actually really, really good. Okay. I mean, that is the next system that we push for after Ebenar, right? So that would cut off quite a lot here, going down into this constellation. Okay. Fascinating. So for this ship, we are actually able to build our starbase right now, and so we shall. Let's grab Ebenar. That will be ideal. We're not going to have a lot of time with building other structures over here, though. That's for sure. We're doing reasonably okay economically. Like, I can float this economy forever. This isn't a problem. It's just that we'd like to turn around the economy in some specific manners in a little while. Scans are indicating the presence of a foreign alien-made object on one of Isval 4A's many frozen mountaintops. Some of these are interesting to try to pronounce. Okay, we'll go ahead and research that. We're also evading over here. Ah, the space amoebas have moved over. We're going to switch to passive. We're actually going to head over here. And then we're going to just wait for that to happen. Because I do not want to pass in front of these space amoebas. And I'd rather be on this side of them. Now, our military is nearly here. So that's good. This construction ship can go ahead and build these mining stations. And this one over here is just chilling. That's fine. Are these guys planning on hanging out here for a while? It looks to me like they're passing through, potentially going over here.
A system survey has completed.
Okay, we're going to put you back onto evasive. And we're just going to switch you to automatic exploration. Wonderful. The GCS Ghost Within Ghosts has recovered an elongated metal box from the surface of Isval 4A. Clusters of small perforations on 5 sides lead Science Officer Rogan to believe it is not a container, but some sort of aerosol dispersal device. Initial tests seem to confirm their suspicions as trace aromatics still emanate from the object. A special project has been issued to confirm whether this might be an information-carrying device constructed by some alien race communicating primarily through the secretion and reception of atmospheric-borne chemical compounds. Smells. Malodorous indeed. Let's run that olfactory study, shall we? Let's see, this requires a science ship, so we'll do the old Control-Shift research. Excellent. We also completed the Gene Clinic tech. That's amazing for us. That's really, really, really good. So we are also going to be able to clear these tile blockers soon enough. And we want to get out a gene clinic on all of our worlds, basically immediately after the Chamber of Elevation. Now that's going to take some time to get the pops for that. But that's okay. That's going to be our next priority. And that does mean that getting this extra civilian industry here does buy us extra time for that. So that's good. Let's go ahead and grab our habitability increase here. 10% increase to that. That is actually going to be remarkably huge, considering the worlds we're settling.
Special project is complete.
The box is indeed a document of a sort. Science Officer Rogon admits that they had been hoping for a historical record, or some other kind of codex significant to whatever culture left it behind, but they were disappointed. The true nature of the aromatic box seems to be a collection of fairly short narratives which, going by the rapid changes in odor towards the end of each sequence, are intended to be surprise or be interpreted as comedic. The techniques used to store and reproduce specific smells is of some interest, but the tales it tells are not. The crew of the GCS Ghosts Within Ghosts are left with the uncomfortable feeling that they have unwittingly become intimately familiar with what certain gaseous byproducts of alien digestion smell like. However, Rogon is unwilling to speculate as to why the box was dumped on this frozen hellscape of a planet. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay, so we're going to kill these space amoebas over here. Let's get that done. Go after the space amoebas, lads.
Construction venture completed.
Excellent. That should catch them in time, but if not, we, I think, can travel here. Yes, we can. Wonderful. Yeah, we didn't quite catch them. Oh yeah, that bug. Sensors pick up rhythmic movement on the hellish surface of Isval 1. Well, we'll research that one. Do we not have sensors on our corvettes? Hang on a moment. Okay. Well, now we have better sensors on our corvettes. Good. We'll have to get them upgraded for that, of course. But we'll wait for them to jump over here. Oh, we lost sight of them. Maybe they're going to go to this gas giant. Hopefully that's the... Hopefully they're just chilling there. Hopefully that's it. Okay, we have Ebenar. Let's go ahead and move over this way. As far as this ship goes, we'll continue to chill for now. We don't have the influence to really do anything. The measured pounding observed from orbit is the motion of immense and ancient geothermal extractors breathing their last. Built and then abandoned at some point in the distant past, the vast batteries of disintegrating machinery have been pumping up superheated fluids from the planet's core ever since. Their storage capacitors are all broken or leaking, but some energy can still be siphoned from them. Okay, nice. Okay, we've finished this archaeological site now. After painstakingly combing through the Valley of Macvale for any trace of the legendary Huntress, archaeologists were finally able to pinpoint her last resting place. Her fossilized skeleton was found locked in battle with the remains of a large-horned arthropoid, with her claws still grasping the hilt of a perfectly preserved sword. This must be the blade of the Huntress. The weapon is composed of an unknown material and is sharp enough to cut straight through our strongest armor. Curious. So, that gives us the Blade of the Huntress. Let's see what that actually does. Passive effects, army morale, and planet sensor range. Okay. Active effect, giving us sublight speed plus 25%. Fascinating. So this is Unity gains, a precursor insight, L-gate insight. Yeah. That's all fine. Not too concerned about that. Okay, so this science chip can now be sent off to do something, and I kind of want to start working on some of these anomalies. We should be able to get these done pretty quickly now. Yeah, 70 days. Very nice. With that, however, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to continue spreading our tendril out this direction to see if we can find anyone else located in this vicinity to give us our border. You can leave the offerings, or your offerings, to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.